In this week's episode of the vlog, you're going to hear me kicking around the words value proposition a lot. And really, all that boils down to is what value do you bring to the table? Whether it's in your personal life, your business. Yeah, I mean, we have value. People have intrinsic value. And in business, your people are your most important asset. But what value do you bring to your customer? What is your value proposition? You know, when I'm defining my value proposition to my clients, there's so many things that I do that is a step above my competition. Not just what they do, but I do it better. For example, most of my competitors do not offer the availability of trained technicians to help them with the software that the vendors themselves won't do. Most vendors will not, Microsoft doesn't jump in and help you install SQL Server or Exchange, right, for free. If you buy something from CDW, they're going to come in and remote in and set it up for you, even GFI Software, which is one of my largest vendors. Their support contracts don't call for them to remote in and help you get it installed and walk you through it and show you. They don't do that. And my competitors out there that sell products that I do, same products, the only thing that they got to compete on is price. But they don't have any kind of service to back it up. Hell, most of them won't answer the phone on a Friday. Won't even answer the phone. You'd be surprised how much business I get just by having my doors open and answering that phone on Friday. Getting out of the bed is step one of any type of success, right? Some of you know I live in a small town. It's about 9,000 people. Many of the stores are closed now, just out of business, and that's a real shame. In fact, if you want a coat, there's only one place to go. If you need tires for your car, there's only one place to go. The bottom line is that Walmart has pretty much run everybody else out of town. When I talked about value proposition, the one thing Walmart had to really compete on was, it was really two things: selection and price. And that was enough to drive out a lot of small independent retailers out there. People that sold clothes and they sold hardware and small mom and pop grocery stores. They just couldn't compete with the price. And as things like the minimum wage isn't kept up with inflation and people's actual earning power has went down, that makes adding value a whole lot more important. The retailers that have survived have figured out a way to not only stay in business, but to compete with the Walmarts and the Amazons of the world. It's hard, and it's a struggle, but they offer things that those places have. Shoe stores, for example, that is here in town. They have people that'll fit, help you get the right size of your shoe. They carry a wide variety of higher quality shoes than what Walmart would carry. So that's one way that they have a competitive advantage. When you think about the value of what something is to you, how is it better than the perceived giants out there? And that's something that I think we all struggle with, even as small business people. How can we be better and stay in business and compete against the big guys down the road? So one of the things I frequently find myself doing is mentoring people. And one of my people prepared an email at my request to send out to some of our vendors for business development purposes. And we got a number of gripes. These are legitimate gripes that we have. And the thing is, when I read the email, I realized that, that's light. There we go, that's better. I realized that the email sounded pretty bad, pretty rough. And so, this is what I told him. When you get an email, you read it from your state of mind, not necessarily the way the sender meant it. And so, if you've probably been this way. I know I have. Been angry about something, tired, whatever, upset. Got an email and took it the wrong way. Because, in email, you can't understand necessarily the frame of mind the sender meant to send that email in. Maybe they thought they were being funny, maybe they were being sarcastic. you really don't know. You read it from your perspective, in your frame of mind. And so I helped him rewrite the email. And yeah, there's, you can do emoji cons and all that kind of stuff, but it's no substitute sometimes for the more human interaction. And so we have a directive here that when you're trying to express a complex issue, trying to resolve a complex problem, I think it's best to still get on the phone and arrange a conference call, at least an audio call. And because you can hear inflection in people's voices, you can detect things a lot easier that way than you can if you are just back and forth with text. Email is great for sharing details very quickly. It's great for, tasks. It's great answering questions. But it's not that good in expressing, or say conflict resolution. It's not that good at communicating what you're feeling as the sender, because everything's being interpreted by the receiver. And so that was my mentoring lesson for today. This is my Canon T6i. This is what I've been using to record the vlog with. It's okay. It's not a great camera. I had the Canon 10 to 18 millimeter lens on it, which the 70D now has. And it has the Rode Video Micro. The Micro. And the reason I'm not using it now is because that the autofocus isn't that great on this camera. I bought this before I got the 70D, and I thought because it's lighter, and it is a little bit lighter than the 70D, that'd be a better camera for vlogging because it'd be lighter, right? But turns out that's not really the case. The microphone, the Rode Video Micro, I guess is what it's called. It's okay. It's a decent little microphone for the money. It's cool because it doesn't require a battery. The sound is, to me, decent but not great. Nothing on the scale of the Rode Video Mic Pro. So from now on, this vlog is going to be recorded using this 70D, and it's mounted on a Joby GorillaPod with the ball head X. That's not good. One of the things about my office is the lighting situation in here. So you kind of see what I'm dealing with. Right there is where I sit down and record YouTube videos. But if you look at the ceiling, that's all I got is this ceiling fan up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put lights up in the ceiling, those can lights, and then put daylight bulbs up in there, and I'm going to put them on both sides of the room, up here, over here, and then coming around to the back and through here. And then that should help me get some really nice, even lighting. Morning. It's Saturday morning. On my way over to get some groceries, which I do every Saturday morning. Routines, right? I do it because my wife doesn't drive, and so it's one of my chores that I took on to help out around the house. But at any rate, I'm recording this on the front-facing camera of the new iPhone 8. It's really bright out there. There's not a cloud in the sky, and it's going on 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's about 90 degrees outside and really humid. But yeah, I got the iPhone 8. I made a very quick little recording on Friday afternoon, posted it on YouTube. Got a lot of thumbs down on that video. Not really sure why. Who knows? And you know what? I'm to the point I really don't care about the likes, dislikes on the video. If I get views, I get views. That's what I'm interested in. I'm more interested in the comments down at the bottom of the video, right? That's really, when you create content on YouTube, that's, for me at any rate, that's the best part of being a YouTuber. You know, people drive by wondering, what on earth am I doing? Sitting there talking to myself. I live in a small town. Everybody's very suspicious of everything. But the iPhone 8, you know, people go, well, why didn't you wait for the iPhone 10? First, I think it's ugly. Second, I think it's overpriced. Third, I think if I really wanted state-of-the-art technology in a phone, I'd probably go for a Samsung Galaxy S8 or the Note. I certainly wouldn't spend it on iPhone. And as I explained in my video, iPhone is all about the ecosystem, how well it works with my iPad and iMessage and all the various things. It's more the software, it's the ecosystem that keeps me in the iPhone type of thing. I don't buy more tech than I need or that I use. I mean, I got by just fine for 3 years on iPhone 6 with 16 gigs of RAM or storage, right? So this thing's got 64. I don't see myself shooting and recording 4K video on it anytime soon. Now, if I did, I really wouldn't use the iPhone for that type of video work anyway. I would probably get like a Sony, what is the RX100, or I would look at, you know, something different, more of a point and shoot type of solution. This is great for quick and dirty little videos. Recording this little segment of the vlog is great. We're going to take it, Saturday nights are our date nights for Cindy and I, so we're going to head over to a small town in Ohio called Van Wert. There's a steakhouse over there that's absolutely amazing called Black Angus on Main. And so we're going to record our little trip over there for the vlog. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Saturday,
yes,
date night. We try to go on a date every Saturday night.
Yes, we try.
And what does our dates typically consist of? Going out to dinner, basically.
Eating.
That's what old people do. Oh, well, but we do try to do different things. That's kind of, you know, one of the ideas behind the blog, right? The vlog is we get out and do things together as a couple. Been married 25 years. She's put up with me for 25 years. They say that couples that are together a long time begin to look like each other.
And finish their sentences.
Damn. See what I mean? She's a good gal. She's put up with me for a long, long time. But it's important, I believe, that couples go on dates, even if you're married. You got to keep the romance going somehow. Would you agree?
Oh, I totally agree.
What would be your ideal date? Describe to me your ideal date.
Going out to eat.
That's it?
That's it. I love to eat.
And yet she's thin. And of course I'm on the perpetual diet plan. Life's not fair. Okay, it's time for dinner. What do you say, babe?
I say let's do it.
We're at the Black Angus on Main in Van Wert, Ohio. Check out that bull. That is a loaded bull. What is the secret to a happy marriage?
You listening.
What?
You listening.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You heard me. Okay. What's your secret to a happy marriage?
Do what you tell me to do.